Hello students, continuing Gmat series. Today's first question is, the perimeter of a rectangle A is 200 meters. The length of rectangle B is 10 meters less than the length of rectangle A, and the width of the rectangle B is 10 meters more than the width of rectangle A. If rectangle B is a square, what is the width in meters of rectangle A? So let us suppose that length L and W be the dimensions of rectangle A, right? The dimensions of rectangle A. So we have been given that the perimeter of rectangle A is 200 meters. So twice of length plus width should be equal to 200 meters, or I can say length plus width should be equal to 100 meters. Now it has been said that the length of rectangle B is 10 meters less than length of rectangle A. So let us suppose this is rectangle B. So it is having length 10 meters less than the length of rectangle A. So length of rectangle A we have assumed it to be L. So that will be L minus 10 be the length of rectangle B, and width of rectangle B is 10 meters more than the width of rectangle A. So width is W. So that will be W plus 10 meters. Fine. Now since it has been given that if rectangle B is a square, that means L minus 10 should be equal to W plus 10, because this is a square. So it must have all its sides equal. So from the other case we come to know that L minus 10 should be equal to W plus 10. So from here L minus W should be 10, shifting to this side will become 20. Now L minus W is equal to 20 and L plus W is equal to 100. Now we need to find the width. So try to retain this element and try to delete this element. So that can be achieved by subtracting. When we subtract it, this becomes minus, this becomes plus, and this becomes minus. This will get cancelled. This will W plus W will be 2W, and here it will be 100 minus 20, 80. W will be equal to 40 meters. Right? So the right option will be the option number C. Now we have found the answer. Length will be equal to, length plus width is 100. So length will be equal to 60. Right? Satisfying the condition that length plus width is equal to 100. Now talking of the rectangle B, which is originally a square, so length will become 60 minus 10, 50, and 40 plus 10 it will become 50. So 50 and 50. So this is a square. So the right option for this is option number C. On the number line, the shaded interval is the graph of which of the following inequalities? So x is the variable. So it is clearly evident that the x is greater than, since the dot is also dark, so minus 8 is also included. So the inequality will be x greater than equal to minus 8 and less than equal to plus 4. See, whenever we have been given shaded interval on the number line, this is 0. Let us suppose there is an interval having 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. If the interval is like a hollow, or if it is dotted, then that digit should also be included on which it has been placed. But if it is hollow, then this should not be included. But here you see both are dark, so that means equal to sign will also come. I will solve all the inequalities. Now first inequality will be x greater than equal to minus 4 less than equal to plus 4. Second option, so this doesn't match this, so this is not the option. Second will be x greater than equal to minus 8 less than equal to plus 8. So this is also not the right option. Now option C. Now there will be two options, as we have studied the concept of inequalities in the previous questions also, in the previous videos. So first will be x minus 2 less than equal to 4, and like other will be minus x minus 2 less than equal to minus 4. So this will be x less than equal to 6, but here it is 4, and here it will be minus x plus 2 less than 4. So here it will be minus x less than 4 minus 2 is 2, or now sign will change, multiplying both sides by minus 2. So this will be x is greater than equal to minus 2. So this will become x greater than equal to minus 2 here and less than equal to 6. So this is also another inequality we require. Now option D will be again x minus 2 less than equal to minus 6. So this will be x minus 2 less than equal to 6, or minus of x minus 2 less than equal to 6. So here it will be x minus 2 shifting other side. So this will be x less than equal to 8, and here it will be minus x plus 2, 6. So this implies minus x will be equal to 6 minus 2 will be 4, or I can say x is greater than equal to minus 4. 4, right? So this will be x greater than equal to minus 4, greater than equal to minus 4 and less than equal to 8. So here you might get confused, but here it should be 8 and here it should be 4. So this is also another inequality we require. Now the next option will be E, x plus 2 less than equal to 6 or x plus minus of x plus 2 less than equal to 6. So here it will be x less than equal to 4 and here it will be minus x minus 2 less than equal to 6. This implies minus x less than equal to 6 plus 2, 8, or taking minus, multiplying minus both sides, so this will become x greater than equal to minus 8. So this inequality will become x greater than equal to minus 8 less than equal to 4, right? So you see this is the required inequality, so option is the right answer. Last year, members of a certain professional organization for teachers consisted of teachers from 49 different school districts, right? With an average of arithmetic mean of 9.8 schools per district. So these are the different school districts, 49 and 9.8 schools per district. These are different districts. Last year, the average number of teachers at these schools who were members of the organization was 22. Which of the following is closest to the total number of members of the organization last year? So first of all, we need to find approximate total number of members. So 49 different school districts and 9.8 schools per district. That means 49 should be multiplied by 9.8 multiplied by 22, which is the number of teachers who are members of this organization, the average number of teachers at these schools, right? So we need to approximate. So 49 is closest to 50, so we'll approximate it to 50, 9.8 to 10 and 22 to be 20. Now 5 into 2 will be yield us 10 into 1, 2 and 3. So this will be 10 into 10 raised to power 3. So this will be basically 10 raised to power 4 in approximation. So the right option will be option number D. Two things for sure that Gmat likes to ask is about approximation. These approximation skills will be widely tested, and second is inequalities. These are the two topics in which you should prepare a lot. Of all the students in a certain dormitory, 1/2 are first year students and the rest are second year students. If 4/5 of the first year students have not declared a major, and if the fraction of students, second year students who have declared a major is 3 times the fraction of first year students who have declared a major, what fraction of all the students in the dormitory are second year students who have not declared a major? So whenever such type of question comes, try to construct a tabular form so that it would be quite easy for you, and above all it would be error free for you. So let us suppose we construct a table and here we write first year and this is second year students, right? So there are two cases, declared major and not declared major, right? Now of all the students in a certain dormitory, 1/2 are first year students. So here it would be total. So let us suppose total number of students in the dormitory are x, right? So 1/2 are first year students. So I would write here 1/2 of x. And the rest are second year students. So that will be also 1/2 of x. How it came? That will be x minus 1/2 of x. So x common, 1 minus 1/2 x, 2 minus 1/2. So this will be 1/2 x. As 1/2 plus 1/2 x will be x. Now if 4/5 of the first year students, if 4/5 of the first year students have not declared a major, so that means 4/5 of first year students is 1/2 x. So this will be 2. 2/5 x have not declared a major. So not declared will come under this category, 2/5 of x. Now since total is 1/2 x, not declared major is 2/5 x, and the only option left is declared major. So that will come when I subtract 1/2 x, I subtract 2/5 x from this. So taking x common, here LCM will be 10. So this will come 5 and minus 4. So this will be 1/10 of x, right? So first year students who have not declared, who have declared major is 1/10 x. Now further it says that, and if the fraction of second year students who have declared a major, is talking of this category, is 3 times the fraction of first year students who have declared a major. So that is 3 times of this. So that will become 3/10 of x. Right? Now he's asking what fraction of all the students in the dormitory are second year students who have not declared a major. So that will come by subtracting this from this. So 1/2 minus 3/10 of x. So here LCM will be 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 into 1, 5. Minus 10 divided by 10, 1. So it will remain as it is. So this will be 2/10x, or I can say 1/5 of x. So this will be 1/5 of x. Now what fraction of all the students? So all the students will be this if he had written over here what fraction of the second year students, then in denominator we'll be having 1 by 2x. But since he has simply written of all the students, so he is basically asking for this, who have not declared the major. So x will get cancelled. So right option will be 1 by 5. So we look for that option. Yes, option B is the right option. Okay. Whenever such kind of question comes, try to use tabular form. That would be error free for you and less confusing. Right? If the average arithmetic mean or arithmetic mean of x, y and z is 7x and x is not equal to 0, what is the ratio of x to the sum of y and z? So we have been asked to find x upon y plus z. Given conditions are x, y and z arithmetic mean, that means x plus y plus z divided by 3 is equal to 7x. From this, x plus y plus z will be equal to 21x. Further, y plus z will be equal to, shifting this to right hand side, 21x minus x will be 20x. Now we know y plus z equal to 20x in terms of x. So x upon y plus z is 20x. X and x gets cancelled. So desired ratio is 1:20. So the right option is option number B. Fairly easy question. Jonah drove the first half of a 100-mile trip in x hours and the second half in y hours. So 100-mile trip, its half is 50 mile. So 50 mile over here. Which of the following is equal to Jonah's average speed in miles per hour for the entire trip? So we know that the average speed is equal to total distance upon total time taken. So total distance will be 100 and total time taken will be total time taken. So average speed will be, total distance is 100 mile, 100 divided by x hours for first half and y hours for second half. So total time taken will be x plus y. So this is your, basically in this question he wants to test the concept of average speed. So the right option will be C, 100 upon x plus y. Option number B is the right option. In the xy plane, the points C, D, C, minus D, minus C, minus D are three vertices of a certain square. If C is less than 0 and D is greater than 0, which of the following points is in the same quadrant as the fourth vertex of the square? So that means these are the vertices of a square. But since it has been given to us that C is less than 0 and D is greater than 0, so we'll need to evaluate the options. So first of all, we'll draw a quadrant. Now see, here the point is C, D, but C is actually less than 0. So basically it will be minus C, D. And we know that here xy is positive. Here it is minus x, y. That means minus x is negative. Here it is inverse of this. Both minus x minus y are negative. And here it is inverse of this, that x is positive and y is negative. So actual coordinates are this. So this, we will see that minus C, D corresponds to the second quadrant. So first point, let us suppose this point is A. It is in second quadrant. Now the second point is C, minus D. So as D is greater than 0, so this will remain minus D. But C is less than 0, so this will become minus C, minus D in actuality. So this will be, let us suppose this point is B. So this will fall under option third quadrant. Now this is the minus C, minus D. So this will be minus of minus C will be C, and D is greater than 0, so it will remain as it is, C, minus D. So this will come under this category. Let us suppose this is point C. This will be C, minus D. Now you see over here this distance as, see here this distance will be in terms of y, it is A point. So this is D and this is minus D. So overall this distance is 2D. So that means this is the side of that square, right? So same over here, the square can be made only if the point lies over here and the distance is 2D. So that means the other last point will lie in the first quadrant. That means its vertices should be positive, or both x and y or C and D should be positive. So we look for the options. That is only in option E, right? So option E is the right answer. What we do simply in coordinate geometry, that we see the points and place them over there. But here it has been given that C is less than 0, and this changes the whole question. By actually putting the value, they have given just the name over here, but the magnitude can be found out only by the fact that C is less than 0 actually, and D is greater than 0. So we arranged it like that by recognizing the fact that C is less than 0. Then we got that only one quadrant is left, that is first, and the only option which is satisfying this is 3, 5. First quadrant has all both x and y as positive. If the amount of federal estate tax due on an estate valued at $1.35 million is 40 unit tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 4,37,000 plus 43% of the value of the estate in excess of 1.25 million, then the federal tax due is approximately what percent of the value of the estate. So since all is in million, we will try to change this into million. So this will be 0.437 in terms of million. This is the tax plus 43%. That means 43% tax means 0.43 of the value of the estate in excess of 1.2.5. So 1.2 excess is 1.35 minus 1.25. Total valuation is 1.35 million. So this will be 50 and this 1. So 0.1. This is whole is in terms of million. Right? Whole divided by 1.35. Right? So this will be further equal to now 0.43 into 0.1 will be equal to 0.043 and 0.437. We'll add this. This will be 1. 0, 7 plus 3, 10, 4, 3, 7 and 8. This will be 0.480. So this will be basically equal to 0.48 divided by 1.35. Now see, in numerator we have 2 digits after decimal, so it will yield us into 100 and it will yield us 100 in the numerator. So this will be cancelled and we will be left with 48.135. Now we need to approximate this. So how it can be possible? See, 48 into 2 is 96 and 48, 96 plus this will be 8, 6, 14, 9, 4, 13 and 14. So this will be equal to 144. Or we can write it as 48 divided by 136 to make this even. Now dividing it 8, so this will be 8, 6 and this will be 8, 1, 5, 56, 17. So this is approximately equal to 6 by 17, or I can write this as 6 by 18. This can be approximately equal to 1 by 3, or we can say 33%. Now there are two options, 30 and 35. So see, we have increased the denominator so as the value will decrease. So that means the actual value will be slightly greater than this. So for this we can have 33 closest to 35%, and option B will be the right answer. Right? A manufacturer wants to produce X balls and Y boxes. Resource constraints require that X and Y satisfy the inequalities shown. So these are the inequalities. What is the maximum number of balls and boxes combined that can be produced given the resources constraints? So we need to find that the maximum value of X plus Y combined. Right? Now, since 7x plus 6y is less than or equal to 38,000, so that means 7x plus 6y can have maximum value of 38,000, and 4x plus 5y is less than or equal to 28,000. So if we add these inequalities, we will be getting 11x plus 6 plus 5, 11y less than equal to 38,000 plus 28,000, right? So that means 11 common, x plus y less than equal to, so in total this will be 38 plus 2, 40, and this is will be 66,000. Now dividing both sides by 11, positive 11, so we'll yield x plus y less than equal to 66,000 divided by 11 will yield us 6,000, right? 11, 6, 66. So overall x plus y, that means x is representing balls and y is representing boxes, can have value of 6,000. So the right option for this will be option number B. Right? Now this is up to the question, that the answer is option B. Now if we do further analysis, we find that these inequalities, now if you are asked to find the particular values of x and y or the maximum value, so maximum value here is that is equal to 38,000, so we can write 7x plus 6y equal to 38,000, and 4x, this is the possible value, maximum possible value in case of 7x. All other values are less than 38,000 for this. So 4x plus 5y will be equal to 28,000. Now by elimination method, if we multiply this by 4 and this by 7, so you will be getting over here 28x, here you will be getting 28x, right? This will cancel and you will be having 6, 4, 28y plus this will be 7 into 5, 35y equal to 38,000 into 4, and this will be 28,000 into 7. So as you subtract, so this will get cancelled and you will be having by value of y from here, and then you can substitute over here and you will get the value of x. If the question further goes on and asks you the value of x and y also, you can find it from this, but the combined value has been asked, so that is less than equal to 6,000. The maximum value can be 6,000 and the right option is option number B. If 3 upon 10 raised to power 4 is equal to x%, then x is equal to, so this is 3 upon 10 raised to power 4, x% is basically x upon 100. So this implies this will cancel 2 zeros over here, so x will be equal to 3 upon 10 raised to power 2, or this will be equal to 0.03. So the right option will be option B. So fairly easy question. What is the remainder when 3 raised to power 24 is divided by 5? If you want deeper concepts of remainder theorem, I have made a video of 2 or 3 videos of more than 50 questions regarding this concept, remainder theorem. So you can watch those videos to have better understanding of remainder theorem and its concerned questions. Now here we have been asked that 3 raised to power 24 when divided by 5, what is the remainder? Right? Now see, what we try to do, that any multiple of 3 and any raised to power multiple, if it is coming nearer to the multiple of 5, we try to achieve that. Now here it can be achieved. We know that 3 square is equal to 9, right? So 5 into 2 is 10. So if I write 3 raised to power 2 whole raised to power 12 divided by 5. Right? So basically I am using the concept of negative remainder. I made detailed videos about this. If you want to get an idea, you can watch those videos. So over here, when 5 will be divided, so either it will yield us 4 as remainder when it is 9, or minus 1 as 5 is to 2. Right? So I can say that it will yield us a remainder of minus 1 raised to power 12. And anything raised to power minus 1 raised to power even power is always yield us positive 1. So in this case the remainder will be option B. Right? So this is a concept of negative remainders and very important concept. I have made a lot of questions regarding this. Plus there is also a concept of cyclicity. I have made the video for this also. You can watch I have given a thorough video regarding this cyclicity, from where you can have the idea of how this operates. Right? Joshi has a total of 100 coins consisting of nickels, dimes, quarters and half dollars. Right? So let us suppose these are nickels, since the initials are different for each. So N, D, Q and H, referring to nickels, dimes, quarters and half dollars respectively. If he has a total of 35 nickels and dimes, so first equation will be N plus D plus Q plus H is equal to 100. So these are the total. Now the second equation becomes, if he has a total of 35 nickels and dimes, so N plus D has been given to be equal to 35. A total of 45 dimes and quarters. So dimes plus quarters is 45, and a total of 50 nickels and quarters. 50 nickels and quarters. So N plus Q is equal to 50. Right? How many half dollars does he have? Now see, here it is having 2D, 2Q and 2N. So if we add this, we will be getting twice of N plus D plus Q, which will be equal to 50, and this is 45, 5, 50 and 80, 85, 130. Right? So nickel, from here we will be getting nickels plus dimes plus quarters equal to 130 by 2, or this will be 6, 10, 65. Now nickel plus dime plus quarter is 65, and we need to find the value of how many half dollars does he have. So H will be equal to 100 minus 65. So this will be equal to 35. So number of half dollars he have is 35. So the right option will be option number E is the right option. If the volume of a ball is 32490 cubic millimeters, what is the volume of the ball in cubic centimeters? 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. So here it has been given in cubic millimeters. So the volume has been given as 32490 millimeter cube. Now, since 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter, so here there are 3 millimeters, so we need to multiply it by 32490 needs to multiply it by 1 by 10. So 0.1 is basically 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 10. So this will be in centimeter cube. So this will be 32.49 centimeter cube. So right option will be option number C. Again a very easy question of unit conversion. David used part of $1 lakh to purchase a house. Of the remaining portion, he invested 1 by 3 of it at 4% simple annual interest and 2 by 3 of it at 6% simple annual interest. If after a year, the income from the two investments totaled $320, what was the purchase price of the house? So he used part of the money from $1 lakh. So let us suppose he purchased the house in X dollars. So the portion left behind will be $1 lakh minus X. Right? Now the question says he invested remaining portions 1 by 3rd at 4% simple interest. So 1 by 3rd of this at 4% interest, right? Plus 2 by 3 of it, 2 by 3 of the remaining, again 2 by 3 of $1 lakh minus X at 6% annual interest means 6 by 100, and this amount total after 1 year is equal to 320. Right? So this is basically P into R into T divided by 100. So time over here is 1 year. So rate of interest is 4 by 100. So this is 100 that is being written over here. Now we'll try to take something common. So here I can take common 1 by 3 and 1 lakh minus x. Right. So here I would be left with 4 by 100 plus 1 by 3 has been taken common. So here it will be left 2 into 6 by 100. So that will be 12 by 100. So this is equal to $320. Right. Again writing 1 by 3 100,000 minus x. You can put a name to this so as to avoid these calculations. And I suppose you can write this as a. So wherever required you can put the particular value. So here it will be 100 as LCM, 16 in the numerator. So this will be equal to 320. So 1000 minus x. Shifting these two to the other side. So this will be 320 into 100 into 3 divided by 60. So this will be 20. So 2 into 3 6 and 3 zeros. So from here I can calculate the value of x equal to 94,000. Right. So this is what we have been asked for. So the right option will be option number B. Now since we have got the right answer, now we'll try to do some analysis over here. So this is basically minus 94,000, 6,000. So 1 by 3rd part of 6,000, 1 by 3rd of 6,000 was put at for 1 year at an interest of 4% plus 2 by 3 of 6,000 was put at 6% simple interest. Now this will be 2,000, 100 cancel. So this will be $80 from this, and from this here 2 zeros cancel, 320. So this will be 2 into 2 4, 4 into 6 24. So this will be 240. So this totals to $320 as it has been mentioned in the question. Right. So the right option for this is option D. A certain manufacturer sells its products to stores in 113 different regions worldwide with an average arithmetic mean of 181 stores per region. So these are the number of different regions and this is 181 stores per region. If last year these stores sold an average of 51,752 units of the manufacturer products per store, which of the following is closest to the total number of units of the manufacturer products sold worldwide last year? So this is again a question of approximation. So there are total 113 different regions, right? And there are 181 stores per region. So total number of stores will be 181 multiplied by different regions are 131. These are total 113 different regions worldwide, and this is 181 stores per region. So total will be multiplied by this. Now it says that average 51,752 products were stored per store. So multiply it by this to get the required answer. Now since we have been asked to approximate this, so we can approximate it nearer to 100. This can be approximated to 200 and 51,700 as 50,000, right? So this is basically 5 into 10. So 10 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is basically 10 raised to power 9 in approximation. So the right option for this will be option D. Right? Andrew started saving at the beginning of the year and had saved $240 by the end of the year. He continued to save and by the end of 2 years he had saved a total of $540. Which of the following is closest to the percent increase in the amount Andrew saved during the second year compared to the amount he saved during the first year? So Andrew saved in first year, the amount is $240. Now in second year, it has been given that after second year the total amount he saved was $540. So in second year he would have saved 540 minus 240, which is equal to $300, right? Now the question asks which of the following is closest to the percent increase in the amount of Andrew saved during the second year. So the increase is 300 minus 240, which is 60. Now in comparison to the first year, the question asks you to find in comparison to the first year. So divided by 240 into 100. So this will be 1 by 4 into 100 is 25%. So the right option is option B. If x is a positive integer and r is the remainder, when x is divided by 4. So x is a positive integer and when it is divided by 4, small r is the remainder. And capital R is the remainder when x is divided by 9. So when x is the same number is divided by 9, capital R is the remainder. What is the greatest possible value of r square plus r? So basically this he wants you to evaluate your remainder concepts. Now we know that remainder can be less than divisor and should be greater than or equal to 0. I will try to testify this by some examples. Now let us suppose I am dividing 17 by 5. So here quotient will be 3, 15 and remainder will be 2. So this is greater than, so here I can write that remainder 2 is greater than or equal to 0 and is less than the divisor 5. Now if I change the dividend to 20, so dividing by 5 it will yield us remainder as 0. Fine. So what I'm trying to say is that the divisor remainder has to be less than that or and greater than 0. If it is 0, then that means that the divisor is completely dividing that number. Fine. But divisor can't be equal to remainder. Remainder has to be less than divisor. In any case, let us suppose we talk of maximum. Here if I write this as this, so 5, 4, 20. So here remainder will be 4, which is less than this. Now if you try to increase the remainder from 4 in case of divisibility by 5, it can't be possible. As you write 25 over here, so remainder will become 0. So this is an established fact that remainder can't be equal to divisor. It has to be less than this and greater than or equal to 0. Right? So now here it has been told us that remainder after x divided by 4 is r. So the maximum value of r can be 3. Fine. And the minimum value it can take is 0. If in that case x is purely divisible by 4. Fine. Now here also r can take maximum value as 8. Can't go beyond that. Fine. So we have to calculate r square plus r, so that will be 3 square plus 8, which is equal to 9 plus 8 9 plus 8, which is equal to 17. So the maximum possible value of r square plus r is 17 and the right option over here is C. Each of the 9 digits 0, 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8 and 9 is used once to form 3-digit numbers. 3-digit integers. What is the greatest possible sum of 3 integers? Now see, 3-digit number, if I write A, B, C as a 3-digit number, it can be written as 100A plus 10B plus C. Fine. Now, in order to make the numbers the greatest possible, I will write the value of A to be maximum. Fine. So in that case, I can assign the value of A to 9, 8 and 8. So it will become 9 plus 8 plus 8 into 100. Fine. Now to the tens category, I will assign the second category 6, 5 and 4. So this will be 6 plus 5 plus 4 into 10 and the remaining 3, 1, 1 and 0 as it is. So this will yield us 9. This is 16 plus 9 is 25, 25 into 100, 2500 plus 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15 into 10 is 150 plus 1 plus 1, 2. So this will be 2650 plus 2 is 2652. So the right option will be option number C. Now let us dive deeper into this question. See, I didn't write the number as 9, 6 and 1, fine, or I would have written 961. Then I would have written 851 and then I would written 840. Fine. Since we can use each number one time only. Now the reason for this is that irrespective of the order, now I can arrange this like this also, 951 and I can write this as 861, 840, just rearranging these digits. But finally, if I add this, I will be having 9 plus 8 plus 8 multiplied by 100 to maximize the 100 part and then this part. So that would be irrelevant, independent of the order in which we take this, right? Now see, simply I will write 951 as 9 into 100 plus 5 into 10 plus 1. Now further I can write 861 as 8 into 100 plus 6 into 10 plus 1. If I write it in standard form, each of these numbers form. So by taking common, I am just making it independent of the order of the digits, right? So 9 plus 8 plus 8 has to be multiplied by 100 in each individual integers. So I am taking that common and writing it in this form. So it is independent of the fact that 5 is the number becomes 951 or 861. The second digit number will have to be multiplied by 10. So I collaboratively added them all and found the number as 2652. So the right option is option number C. Thank you for today's lecture. Bye bye. Take care.